So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget.
The Skelter Conference Tournament continues at the Stride Bank Center in downtown Enid. Our girls semifinal number 2 coming up. The number 1 seed, the Dover Lady Longhorns, 17-0. The number 1 ranked team in Class B take on the number 4 seed Pond Creek Hunter Lady Panthers, who are 10-5. Pond Creek Hunter beat Drummond yesterday 45-37 in the 4-5 matchup. Dover, no trouble with Cimarron. Matt Peck's squad beat the Lady Blazers 53-23. And this Dover Lady Longhorns team, I tell you what, they've been cruising. 17-0. They score 64 points a game, give up 27 a contest. They're just rolling. And, I mean, they've knocked off some pretty darn good teams this year as well. When you take a look at it, they beat Lomega in their opener by 20. They've beaten Garber, who was ranked 9th in Class A at the time. They beat number 6 Varnum in the final of the Mulholland Orlando tournament a couple of weeks ago by 72-43 was the final score in that one. For Pond Creek Hunter, 10-5 record, but they've been struggling a bit. They had lost 4 straight before their win yesterday over Drummond in the first round of the tournament. We'll take a break, come back with your opening tip from the Stride Bank Center in Enid. It's semifinal number 2 on the girls' side, Dover and Pond Creek Hunter, and you're watching it on Squirtle.tv.
Price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone.
Well, we get a chance to see the number 1 seed and the number 1 team in Class B, the Dover Lady Longhorns, 17-0. They'll take on the Pond Creek Hunter Lady Panthers at 10-5. Starting lineup, first of all, for PCH, Emily Davis, a senior, scored 10 points yesterday. Brinkley Barkley's a senior who scored 9. Kelby Briscoe's a junior, had 3 points yesterday. Then Abby Miller, a junior who scored 2. Belle Miller's a freshman, had 21 to lead the Lady Panthers yesterday. For Dover, Ashley Gamez, a junior, and Gamez in the season averaging 8 points per ball game. Carly Harveston, a senior, scored 15 yesterday. She averages 16 points a game. Riley Buck is a junior who scored 11 points yesterday. She averages 11 points per one contest. And Madison Goodwin is a junior scoring 4 points yesterday and averaging 3 points per game on the season. And then Caitlin Harveston, a senior, had 12 points yesterday, and she leads the team in scoring at 18 a game. So it's Gamez, Harveston, Buck, and Goodwin for Dover. Then Davis, Bartley, Briscoe, Miller, and Miller for Pond Creek Hunter. Opening tip controlled by the Lady Panthers. Shot underneath, no good, but the follow-up and in for the freshman, Belle Miller. Good start for the Panthers, Lady Panthers.
Boy, Belle Miller, you got to love that right off of the bat. Get the freshman involved. Of course, she's a big point scorer anyway, but tremendous play.
Carly Harveston missed the three in a fight for the rebound and a foul. And free throws are coming for Caitlin Harveston. Lee Davis picked up her first. So Caitlin Harveston at the line for two. Off the back iron, no good. And Caitlin at the line is 85%, so she misses her first one. That's a bit of a surprise. And 1 for 2 at the stripe. Pond Creek Hunter talked about this in the pregame. Before last night's win over Drummond, they lost 4 straight. They're on a bit of a slide. Dover's not been on a bit of a slide. 17 straight wins. And last Friday night, they beat Pond Creek Hunter in Pond Creek 55-37. I want to say, I was looking at it earlier, Pond Creek, they had a 4-game slide, but 3 of those teams were ranked. Garber, Wacomas, and Dover. They were supposed to play Cashin on Tuesday night. Turnover, stepped in the sideline and turned it over. They were supposed to play Cashin on Tuesday night. I meant to bring this up in the boys' game. The boys' team, 16-0 record, but they'd not played a ranked team. They were supposed to play a 2A ranked team in Cashin, and the game was weathered out. That would have been a big game for them. But they're rolling. They get a chance to play a ranked team most likely tomorrow. Don't want to count our chickens, but they got a chance to play Dover, or a chance to play Drummond. 3-pointer for Ashley Gamez. Dover grabs their first lead at 4-2. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Galloping down the floor with the dribble is Emily Davis. Ball loose now. This finally tracked down on the far side. Brinkley Bartley comes up with it right to Belle Miller. She'll post up on the right side. Double teamed. Throws out of it. Left side, Brinkley Bartley. Open 3. Yes, ma'am. Pond Creek Hunter grabs the lead back at 5-4.
Both these teams showing that they can shoot the ball.
There's another one. That one's missed by Caitlin Harveston. PCH with the early lead. 3 minutes in, actually 2 minutes in. Emily Davis out high left, holds on to it. And a bad pass and a turnover. Ball rolls out of bounds. It will stay with Dover. Pond Creek Hunter, they give up 45, or they score 45 points a game. They give up 30, so plus 15. They've held 7 teams this year, 21 points or under. They gave up their most points of the season last week against Dover, giving up 55. And Dover's been rolling. They average 64 points a game, giving up 27. That's a plus 37, I think. 3-pointer right side, buried by Riley Buck.
Second 3-pointer and back-to-back possessions for Dover.
We've seen threes by Gamez and Buck, and Harveston is who the Harveston twins are who we thought we'd talk about a lot. So far, it's been others, which is, I'm sure, just fine for Matt Peck. See Matt Peck over there with, and his assistant coaches. How about his assistant coaches? You got Jared Reese. High-low lob underneath.
Danny Green's over there with Dover.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, Danny spent some time in Winoka. His wife is back from there. He coached there for a long time, got 2 incredible basketball players. In fact, his youngest son played for Oklahoma Baptist for a long time. He's a fantastic player. Love watching Trey Green come and play.
Remember when Trey Green played for Kingfisher? He had quite a run. Three-pointer in the corner. It's Riley Buck again. So Riley Buck, a couple of triples early. It's now 10-5. Dover has doubled up Pond Creek Hunter. Buck on the season. Three-point percentage, 33% for her. She's knocked down a couple here early. Nice move by Emily Davis to free up, and she was able to shovel it off to Brinkley Bartley in the corner. And a foul.
Going to send her to the line for three. Dover caught her on the swipe on the way by.
So Bartley to the free throw line and Brinkley at the line on the season. Now she scored 9 points yesterday. First free throw, no good.
Had 4 field goals in this game. 3 of them have been from behind the arc.
Ring it up. Bartley makes the second. She'll get one more. So 10-7, and we've got a timeout. 4:24 to play in the first quarter. Dover by 3. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Skelter Conference semifinals on Squirtle.tv.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
4:24 to play in the first quarter. A 3-point lead for Dover. In our second girls semifinal, the winner will take on Garber. Garber, a winner earlier tonight, as they knocked off Wacomas 50-47. Really good ball game. Dover Lady Longhorns, what a run they had back in the early aughts. Krista Bullis is who I remember back in the day. Right before I moved here, they won their 4th state championship, like 3 and 4 years or 4 and 5 years. Right when I moved down here, they won that last one.
Really a legacy program of girls basketball here at Oklahoma, for sure.
Three-pointer by Gamez. That's her second triple. Well, these girls can shoot.
Not afraid to pull the trigger either, and why would you be? Right now, everything's falling.
Gamez 25% from three-point range. Yeah, no field goals yet for Carly or Caitlin Harveston. Inside, Abby Miller misses the shot. Rebound is tracked down, though, by Belle Miller. Little turnaround of the baseline, a little strong. Then the ball goes off the hands of Abby Miller out of bounds.
Pretty clean basketball so far. 3 turnovers in the game, 2 for Pond Creek Hunter, 1 for Dover.
It's really interesting the way the whole Kingfisher County rivalry, the Lomega-Dover rivalry. When I first moved here, Dover was winning everything and Lomega wasn't. Then Lomega, they embarked on a huge run with Kevin Llewellyn where they beat Dover every year and won multiple state championships, more than anybody in history. And now here we are, Dover is back in the mix. And Lomega's pretty darn good too, but there's a turnover.
Third for the Lady Panthers, but yeah, those are 2 phenomenal teams. Kevin Llewellyn, there's a great name in basketball coaching, in the basketball coaching world.
I've had Kevin. He's done some color with me over the years. He loves getting on the radio once in a while. Or in this case, he'd get on Squirtle if I asked him if he was free. But it would actually be the Cherokee Strip Tournament. We'd be doing that on the radio station back in the day, and he'd be sitting there. I'd go, "Hey, you want to do a game?" He goes, "Heck yeah." I mean, heck, they were probably going to play somebody like, I don't know, probably play a Medford and win by 40 or something like that or more. So why not come out and do it? I was trying not to offend anybody, but
it's fun getting on the radio with some of those ex-ball coaches.
Yeah.
I've done some radio with Randy Turney back in the day.
Love working with Randy. He's my guy. Three-pointer in the corner, misses by Riley Buck.
helps out a lot with that Lady Ranger basketball team this year, him and Tash. It's always great to see dad and daughter together. And
Got to tell you my favorite Randy Turney story. First of all, before I knew him, when I was doing radio and he was coaching Burlington at the time, I was scared of him. I thought he was this gruff old coach, and I didn't think much of it. So back when Garrett Butler, I think, was a sophomore, they had a really good team, but they got upset in the regional tournament on Thursday afternoon in Kremlin Hillsdale High School. Dover basketball and inbound to Carly Harvison. The ball out of bounds will stay on that end. So I didn't know him at this point. I mean, he'd always, he'd got me the stats I needed or whatever. So he'd been very accommodating, but I didn't know him. So, but I thought he was kind of like a really hard coach, hard edge coach. I was going to say something else there, but tough coach, old school coach. And so we're sitting in the hospitality room after that, between games, between the afternoon and evening session, and he's over there, and I'm not messing with him. I'm not going to get in his way. He just got beat. His season's over. It was kind of an upset. He comes over to me and says, "Tom, you need some help tonight?" I go, "Coach, sure." So he came up and did color with me that night. Next day, went to Leedy with me. Went to Woodward the next week and did games for me. And then him and I did ball games for years, and we still do football in Skelter once in a while. But I find out that he is totally nothing like I thought he was. He's the greatest guy in the world, and
absolutely,
and having a lot of fun in semi-retirement, helping out his daughter. Caitlin Harveston at the free throw line. Makes the first of two.
It's the first point since the 3:59 mark. So a little drought between these two big offenses.
It's when I start telling stories, nobody scores. 15-7. And I mean, we talked about the coaches for Dover, but look at the coaches on the floor. I mean, Dennis Hart had a great coaching career now with Pond Creek Hunter. Shot up in the lane. That's Emily Davis. She'll draw the contact and go to the line to shoot two. The one thing I have learned in the 4 years of doing live streams as opposed to radio is you can tell stories here because people can see what's going on out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Davis misses the first of two.
That is a thing that not many people talk about, but that is an adjustment.
It took me a year to realize I didn't have to do a radio call. I'm going, I don't have to describe all this. It's all being played out in front of us. Just got to keep track of it. Keeping track of it means telling you it's 15-8, but I don't have to do that either because it's on the scoreboard. But there's a three-pointer by Carly Harvison. Her first field goal. It's 18-8 now, 10-point game. And that's one thing I still probably give the score and the time too much because it's on the screen. That's a crutch I don't think I'll ever get rid of. Lob inside to Abby Miller, and she's pushed from behind. Team foul number 3. 1:19 to play in the first quarter. Foul on Riley Buck is her first. Inbound to Belle Miller, back out high, open three. It's short for Brinkley Bartley. Here come the Lady Longhorns underneath. Ashley Gamez is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
Ashley Gamez has got some next level quicks when she gets up and down the floor, especially when she's north and south. Very sprinter-like.
Brinkley Bartley picks up the foul. It's her first. Gamez, the free throw line, 46% on the season. That did not look like a 46% free throw shooter. Good form and knocked it down. She has 7 points early on. Okay, she's 50% now. It's an 11-point lead for Dover, 19-8. Oh, inside to Abby Miller, and she's fouled. Nice pass in there. Abby Miller was open, but fouled from behind.
Been impressed with Pond Creek working the ball inside. They seem to be pretty efficient at that. It's big credit to Dover to have knocked away a lot of those shots or covered them up with a hand in the face.
Pond Creek Hunter's going to need to capitalize and score any way they can. That means making free throws. One for two at the line. The rebound is cleared by Riley Buck, and then she's tied up. The arrow stays on this end with Pond Creek Hunter.
And that's a big pull for Dover right there. Get the ball out of bounds and a chance to kind of crack into this 10-point lead if they can get a good set look here.
Inbound to Belle Miller. Bounce pass across the lane to Abby Miller, and she'll score. Makes it an 8-point game, 19-11. Pond Creek Hunter hanging in, staying within hailing distance here with 37 ticks to play in the first quarter.
While they're dribbling in for the last shot, it's worth noting that Pond Creek has come with a bench full.
Yeah.
Dover has got 2 uniformed players on the bench, so foul trouble means a whole different thing in Dover.
Yeah, Pond Creek Hunter, if you look at my roster I type up, I've got a lot of freshmen down there at the bottom who have only one line. They didn't have room on my sheet. Caitlin Harveston off to Riley Buck, who misses the shot with 2 seconds to play. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. 8-point lead for Dover. 19-11 over Pond Creek Hunter. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Skelter Conference semifinals on Squirtle.com.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
8 minutes down in our second girls semifinal here at the Skelter Conference Tournament. Dover leads Pond Creek Hunter 19-11. Dover the 1 seed, Pond Creek Hunter the 4 seed. And 7 points for Ashley Gamez, 6 for Riley Buck to lead the way for Dover. 5 points for Brinkley Bartley to lead the way for Pond Creek Hunter. Dover basketball underway in quarter number 2. Open 3, right corner, Riley Buck. She's made 2. She can't get the third one to go. Then a foul on the rebound that will go against Dover. And it's on Carly Harveston, her second. Now Dover's going to pick up that pressure in the backcourt. That's one thing they were really known for back 20-some-odd years ago, and they're winning all those state championships. I got a good story about that, too, which I'll try to bring up here. To the basket goes Carly Harveston. She'll be fouled and go to the line for 2. We used to broadcast her second personal on Emily Davis. We used to broadcast for a couple, 3 years in a row. The Dover Invitational Tournament did every game. And that was when the Dover girls were really good, and they were the number 1 seed, and they played Billings in the first round. And I'll never forget this poor little point guard for Billings who just had her pocket picked every time. The final score was like 90-something to 15 or whatever it was, with this poor girl from Billings who just had her pocket picked every time. I remember her name, and I know that she's gone on to bigger and better things in her life. It's just fine. I'm not going to mention it, but I've thought about that girl so many times over the years.
They do play aggressive, in-your-face defense. They do a tremendous job of on-ball pressure. Really tough to sneak by these Dover Lady Longhorns.
I remember I was in Billings one time and I asked somebody, do you know whatever happened to so-and-so? Oh, yeah, she went to college and got married and has 3 kids. I'm going, good. I'm glad she had a great life after that first round game in the Dover tournament when she was probably a freshman or sophomore.
Hey, Dover, just one of those places where for a very long time, kind of like Lomega, it wasn't great to make the state tournament. That was kind of the expectation.
Got to win. Yeah, Dover was Lomega before Lomega. And I want to say that Lomega was Dover before Dover was Dover.
Right.
Like back in the early 90s. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
We're going to time out. 23-11. It's a 12-point lead for Dover. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching it on Squirtle.tv.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
7:08 to play in the first half. Dover leading Pond Creek Hunter 23-11. And telling stories about Dover, what they were 20 years ago or so. And the thing is, they were so good, but then they dropped off. They dropped off the face of the earth. I mean, their program was, they went winless a few years there for a while. And for me, it was weird coming down here and seeing how great Dover was when I first moved here, to see them in like 2010, 2015. And they weren't winning games, like 0-20 or 1-20 or long losing streak. And it was so weird because I'd known what they were. And now they're back.
Yeah, the tradition got quiet for a while, but it certainly did not wither away.
Got a new high school down there, I think. Three-pointer on the right wing. That's missing by Hallie Jones. Had a fire.
I was going to say, I think that new high school was aided by an incident with a fire.
Yes, school burned down, and then got a beautiful new high school. I think they're still using the old gym. I think they still got the same gym. Nothing wrong with it, but I don't think they built a new gym. I might be wrong about that, but I don't think so. It's been a while since I've been down there. Pond Creek Hunter has a new, I call it a new gym. It's only, about 8 years old, maybe 10 years old? Nah, it's like 7 or 8 years old. But
that's still
pretty
new.
Cool. Still pretty new. PCH turns it over, and Emily Davis gets up, and she's limping around a little bit. I think she'll just walk it off, but
she hit the floor pretty hard trying to save that backcourt there.
Me with my current knee injury, I am very tuned in to knee injuries right now. 3 in the corner for Riley Buck. That's her third triple. 3-6-9 for her. 26-11.
Pond Creek closing in on a 3-minute scoring drought that dates back to the 49-second mark at the end of quarter number 1.
How can they get it right here? Nope. The shot missed by Abby Miller. Left elbow jumper comes up way short. The rebound to Caitlin Harveston. Here comes Caitlin. Dishing across court, finding Carly Harveston for 3. No good. Caitlin with the rebound. And that possession brought to you by the Harveston family. Emily Davis just picked up her third foul. Baseline right throw in for Dover.
Twins on the floor having that much success has just got to be an amazing feeling for mom and dad out there.
Posting up is Caitlin. Ball loose and tracked down. Nope. Last touch by Dover.
Rare turnover for Lady Longhorns.
Horn sounds before they trigger in. Not too sure why. Oh, somebody wanted to come in. They're going to make them wait. Davis playing with 3 fouls. Off to Hallie Jones. Backs out the dribble high right. Davis in the corner. Right elbow. There's an open jumper. No good for Mason Thomas. Now in transition ahead to Ashley Gamez. Missed the shot. Follow, though, by Harveston won't go. And the rebound cleared out of there by Belle Miller. 3 minutes into the second quarter, 26-11. Cross-court pass nearly stolen away. PCH keeps the possession. Lob underneath and finding Mason Thomas. She'll score and be fouled.
First points for Paw Creek in quarter number 2. They come at the 4:45 mark. It'll be an and one opportunity.
Riley Buck picks up her second. Mason Thomas, a junior. Didn't score yesterday, has 2 in this game, and now 3. The old-fashioned three-point play makes it 26-14. Coming up at halftime, you're going to see a lot of good commercials because I want to go check out the hospitality room because it's always great at the Skelter Conference Tournament. Today, the hospitality room is being administered by Covington Douglas High School. Each school picks a day, and Cov Doug has it today.
Well, they are doing a fantastic job in there, by the way.
Yeah, they got lots of chicken from what I understand, from what I heard.
I think that was did I catch that right? The 4th foul on Emily Davis.
Yes. Oh, you're right. Wow. Ashley Gamez has 9 first-half points. And now a steal. Caitlin Harvison underneath. And there's Kylie Bell. Timeout. 30-14. Lady Panthers timeout. 3:55 to play in the first half. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching this on Squirtle.tv.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Tom Nelson, Matt Adair with you at the Stride Bank Center. Tyler Kerr, our producer engineer. Aaron Kerr on camera. The Squirtle crew camping out all weekend long here in Enid, downtown Enid. And our second girls semifinal, Dover, the number 1 seed, leads Pond Creek Hunter now 30-14 with 3:54 to play in the first half and a quick foul in the backcourt. It's on Buck. Riley Buck just picked up her 3rd. Madison Goodwin will check back into the ball game for Dover. Matt Peck, the head coach at Dover. He was a great pitcher at Cimarron High School. I remember back in the day doing the Merrifield baseball tournament at David Allen Ballpark, and he was a stud. Good basketball player, too. Bank it off the window and in. Mason Thomas, 5 points for her.
You can tell Pond Creek is a very good basketball team. They play really well, but Dover right now just a buzzsaw.
There's Carly Harvison knocking down her second triple of the night. 33-16. Seems to remember, and my aging brain might not be, I'm pretty sure when Matt Peck was a senior, they had a really good basketball team at Cimarron, and I think they got to within 1 game of state and lost at the area tournament. But I remember they were really good. But so he's a good basketball player too. But boy, he was a heck of a baseball player.
got this Dover girls team playing exceptionally high-level basketball.
I tell you what, you look at who's over on the bench with him. Three-pointer, Carly Harvison. She's beginning to heat up.
Well, you got three guys over there at least that can all be head coaches somewhere and be very successful.
How many state championships do they have between them?
Oh, my.
Like 15, 16? I'm trying to think how many Kingfisher won in a row. Steal, layup. Caitlin Harveston. She has 5 points. 8-0 run for Dover, now 38-16 timeout Lady Panthers. We'll take a break. You're watching it on Skortle.tv. Quick one.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Skortle.tv. Find out more at Skortle.com/stream.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. East River Roustabout, Central.
2:17 to play in the first half. Dover 38, Pond Creek Hunter 16. Dover has scored the last 8 to open up this lead to 22. Pond Creek Hunter basketball coming out of the timeout. Left side, Destiny Ortiz with the basketball. Bounce pass near side to Brinkley Bartley. There's Belle Miller. And off right side to Brinkley Bartley. Ball out of bounds will stay with Pond Creek Hunter. Into the game for Dover, Hadley Bryan. She's a junior. She will check in for Madison Goodwin.
Dover's doing a heck of a job of bottling up Belle Miller so far.
Yep.
Explosive freshman scorer, but right now she's had her hands full underneath as it's been a good battle between her and most of the Dover squad at one point or another.
I think Bell scored the first points of the ball game for Pond Creek Hunter and hasn't scored since. Ball was kicked. And a tie-up, go back to Dover.
Even though this game for Pond Creek, I'm sure, is frustrating, the future that they've got that they're building out there right now. Going to have some very good basketball for what looks like another few years anyway. A lot of couple juniors to go along with that freshman talent and plenty on the bench.
Gamez has it right side, top of the key to Bell. Oh, nice look inside Gamez. The assist to Caitlin Harveston. Final minute 15 of the first half. Almost a turnover. They keep the possession. Three-pointer right side by Hallie Jones, no good. Follow misses. And then a official's timeout as Caitlin Harveston might have got popped in the face. Did she lose a contact maybe?
Believe it or not, I think she lost the contact and maybe caught it.
Well, I think it might be in the hands of Ashley Gamez right now.
That's what I was going to say. I think she just gave the contact lens to Ashley Gamez. But that's a teammate right there.
Yeah.
Goes over and puts the saline solution in her hand and washes the lens out for you.
Now, she's a real teammate if she takes the contact and actually puts it in the eye.
Here, hold still a minute.
Oh,
let me get that.
Oh, the thought of that makes me ill. Final 50 seconds of the first half. All Dover, 40-16. So Kylie Harvison left wing. Ashley Gamez out near the timeline. Final 23 seconds now. Down to 15. Gamez in the baseline. Oh, nice bounce pass. Shot no good by Madison Goodwin. That would have been a nice assist.
Fantastic two-man game right there. Option the low defender, and no matter what they choose, somebody's open.
Halftime, it's all Dover. They lead Pond Creek Hunter. The score 40-16. Second half coming up. We'll have it for you here on Squirtle.tv.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
It all starts with a dream. Somewhere, someone had a dream. Once a dream is recognized, you need a good team to make it come true. For 70 years, it's been our dream to make your dreams come true. For 70 years, Pioneer has sponsored local teams, local schools, local families. For 70 years, we've put in the work to be prepared every day to help you dream big. Connecting what matters, connecting you to your dream.
Enid Brewing Company, the grain to glass concept located in the heart of downtown Enid. We are a family-friendly establishment with a variety of local Oklahoma craft beer, wine, and cocktails. We can't wait to host your next happy hour, family gathering, or cater your next big event. Come visit us at Enid Brewing Company on the southwest corner of the square or at 580-297-5214.
Enabling local. Sidwell Distribution is a local business that loves supporting Northwest Oklahoma schools and businesses. We are here to service all of your concession stands, restaurants, food trucks, churches, and more. With candy, paper goods, fried food basics, and even local products, we will exceed your expectations with competitive pricing and excellent service.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC. We are Autry Technology Center.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
For over a century, Sooner.
Yeah, we are seeing why the Dover Lady Longhorns are the number one team in Class B as they are rolling Pond Creek Hunter 40-16. Scoring in that first half, first of all, for Pond Creek, they were led by Brinkley Bartley with 5 points. Actually, Mason Thomas had 7. I'll take it back. Mason had 5, and Brinkley Bartley had 5 points as well. Emily Davis with 1. Abby Miller with 3, Belle Miller with 2. For Dover, they're led in the first half. Ashley Gamez with 11, Carly Harveston with 9, Riley Buck with 9, Caitlin Harveston with 5, Madison Goodwin and Kylie Bell with 2 points apiece.
If you're looking for the emerging story of the game, it's for Pond Creek. Emily Davis has picked up 4 fouls, and she's really the spark that lights the fire a little bit for this Pond Creek Hunter team. On the other side, Riley Buck has 3 fouls for Dover, and Dover does not have a deep bench tonight, so they're going to have to be cautious about fouls.
They take the 40-16 lead into the third quarter, and Pond Creek Hunter in their black uniforms has the basketball going from right to left.
That's Dover coming off a 21-5 second quarter against Pond Creek.
And a turnover and an easy layup on the other end for Caitlin Harveston. She's got 7. 42-16. First time I've had a chance to see Dover this year. I've been hearing so much about the Harveston twins, and to me, they've got more than that. I mean, I'm really impressed with Ashley Gamez, Riley Buck.
I think we've seen the whole Dover team at one point on the floor, and they don't really get any different depending on the combination.
There's Belle Miller scoring for the second time tonight. She's got 4. 42-18. Early third quarter action here. The Stride Bank Center. Top of the key 3. We'll carry them out of bounds. I was going to go back here and go back into the history of this tournament again. And when you look at Dover, they won this tournament 6 straight years from 1998 to 2003 during that run. Well, they've won it a bunch of times. There's a steal and a turnover and a layup on the other end. And that is Carly Harveston. She's got 11. 44-18. First time they won this tournament was 1982, but they won 3 in a row in 82, 83, and 84. Then 3 in a row in 87, 88, and 89. And then 6 in a row from 1990 to 2003. And then the drop-off. They haven't won again since 2003.
Well, if they can stay on track, and there's a lot of basketball left to be played, but I would expect that Dover would make a strong contention that they could win this year.
They can get that trophy and take it back down south on Highway 81. Pond Creek Hunter looking for their first win since 2014. They won it 5 times in 7 years from 2008 to 2014. Of course, they won the state championship in 2014.
You mentioned Tasha Dieselhorst, obviously the ladies' head coach at Northwestern for the Lady Rangers basketball team, doing so well this season. Tasha's brought some Northwest Oklahoma talent to the Lady Rangers, and a few of those ladies have been Pond Creek Hunter, Blackwell, Tonkawa area.
Jade Jones, who I called a lot of her games.
What a
Pond
fantastic
Creek Hunter
player she was, both high school and college.
Yep, played at Alva. Emily Davis has it out high. Yeah, that's one thing. She's getting it done with some Oklahoma girls.
Absolutely.
Some smaller school Oklahoma girls.
I think her and her team of coaches do just a fantastic job of not only finding talent, but then continuing to develop it at the next level.
There's Emily Davis drawing contact and hitting the floor hard.
Emily Davis just tough as nails out there. She's had a couple of big drops on the floor tonight and bounces back up every time.
Kylie Bell picks up her second, and Davis back to the free throw line for the third time in the quarter. Misses that one. And missed them both. A couple of teammates fighting for the rebound. It will be Kylie Bell getting credit for it.
I think that was maybe more of a negotiation.
Yeah, I think it was.
Really want this stat, please.
3 in the corner. Riley Buck comes up empty. Offensive rebound. They'll reset. 3 on the left wing by Gamez. That's long. And the rebound to Emily Davis. The thing you'll notice as you're watching the action, all of the three-point lines on the floor here at the Stride Bank Center. There's a three-pointer top of the key. It's Hallie Jones, freshman, knocking down her first points of the night. .21 game at 44-23. Those 4 3-point lines, high school, college. I know one of them is the longest one is the NBA. I'm thinking the second longest one is the basketball league, the pro league they have here that plays in the summertime. They don't play by the NBA 3-point line. Theirs is shorter. I'm thinking that's what it is.
That could be. That last one getting so far out there, it's tough to make a smooth arc with that. It has a sharp corner in it, at least on this one end.
Yep. Hallie Jones will commit the foul into the free throw line is Caitlin Harveston. Second one up and in. 9 points for Caitlin, 46-23. You know, we're talking about the history during the boys' game, especially of Hunter winning Skelter Conference Tournament championships. The Hunter girls must have been really, really good back in the day because their names peppered on here in the 1950s, winning 3 Skelter Conference Tournament championships. Have you driven through Hunter lately?
It's been a minute. Been a minute.
When I go up to that really good steakhouse up in Lamont, sometimes we'll take that back road and go through Hunter. Not a whole lot there.
Yeah.
3.5 to play in the third quarter. Three-pointer on the right wing. Ashley Gamez, no good. Rebound, Palm Creek Hunter.
It's a big rebound right there by Belle Miller. You can see why she's so exceptional. Just solid positioning. She runs the floor so well. For a freshman, she is not intimidated.
Kelby Briscoe misses the shot. Can I tell you really quickly how much I appreciate you being here?
Oh, absolutely. It's been great. I love doing stuff with Squirtle, and I've mentioned many times to Adam that if I ever get the chance, if I'm available, I am more than happy to come along.
Well, I am really glad you're here, this 46-23 game.
Got to fill in for you a bit at the Tournament of Champions as well, by the way. That was an amazing experience.
This whole knee injury thing kept me from going to Tulsa for that. I went down there and did some games there last year. I was looking forward to that, but that's a big arena, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to walk that much.
There was a little bit of walking involved, I won't lie.
Hallie Jones just picked up her second foul. Did you get a chance to work with down there?
Worked with Dustin Goodnow, of course, my broadcast partner at Northwestern and the play-by-play voice of the Northwestern Rangers basketball team. Got to do some games with Todd Miller, Doug Jones. Just I think it was just those three guys, but boy, I had an incredible time. What a great atmosphere! What a great tournament.
Yes, I was putting off the decision as long as I could. I finally had to tell Adam, I can't leave my house. I got to get my knee taken care of. So
Knocks down 2 40 throws, and Pond Creek grows their lead. Dover grows their lead over Pond Creek 48-23.
So that lead is 25 if you do the math, which radio guys have a hard time with that sometimes.
Certainly do.
As we will tick down to the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. I'm so glad to have you hanging along with us wherever you may be around the world, across the state. It's the best thing about Scorely. If you've got a phone or a computer, we've had people from overseas in the military watch these games, and if we can give you a little taste of home, that's what we want to do.
Well, especially special with this one, what we believe to be the longest running tournament, high school basketball tournament in the country, potentially.
I know it's one of the longest. I think it's the longest in Oklahoma. I'm not 100% sure, but it's got to be one of the longest in the country. How many have been going since 1925?
Right.
And I believe, and I'll check this, they played during COVID. They played in 2021, so a lot of things got canceled in COVID. So uninterrupted, this tournament.
Well, this tournament hits right here in the back part of January. And then, of course, when COVID canceled everything, it was state tournament time.
Yeah, and now I will tell you that the tournament was not played in 1953. I do not know why, but in 1953, I bet it's a weather thing or something. Here's a three left side, which is no good by Carly Harveston. Yeah, that's true. COVID happened.
This tournament got in just in the amount of time.
There were things canceled, though, in 2021, that next year.
The following, you're right. There were.
But not this tournament. That's one thing I have to say. All heck was breaking out around the world, about as close to normal as you could get in Northwest Oklahoma. I'll never forget going to an Enid High game, and there was nobody there except a few parents, and you had to social distance and all that. And then I did a game at Chisholm the next week, and it was packed. And that was kind of my attitude, too. If you're going to get COVID, you're going to get COVID. And I did. I got it twice.
Been in that boat.
Yep. It's still 48-23. Yep, I'm still up to date on my score sheets. That's good.
Scoring drought since the 2:33 mark.
Once again, there's a trend going here. When Tom starts telling stories, nobody scores. Right side. Yeah. Emily Davis. Turnaround right side of the lane by Abby Miller. Rebound cleared by Ashley Gamez. Ahead to Carly Harveston. The ball out of bounds. Back to Pond Creek Hunter. 43 seconds left.
It was a long run to pick up that basketball, by the way.
Got a lot of room down there on that north end. They don't have the stands pulled out down there, so you can get away from you and go a long way. I'll be in this building here in a couple of weeks. They're going to have MMA fights in here, and I've been the PA announcer, the MC for that the last couple of times they've done it. It's amazing. You come in here, and it's a big-time look with the octagon and all that. And this place is lots of people, probably a couple thousand people in here.
Haven't got to talk about it much, but this is quite the venue here in Enid, Oklahoma.
Really is. We've got some good ones now. I'll be honest with you, 20 years ago, Enid High played their games at Mark Price Arena. And that was real. I guess you had the Gant Center at NOC Enid. But now we've got this facility. We've got the new gym at Enid High, which is spectacular. Caitlin Harveston at the free throw line. OBA's facility's not bad at all. Chisholm's got a great place. Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse.
For the longest time, I used to do basketball tournaments at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center.
Yeah, they got that place too. And that place, lacking for atmosphere when it comes to basketball a little bit. So 50-23 now as Harveston goes 2 for 2 at the line. She's got 13 points. She's made 6 of 6 free throws here in the third quarter. Three-pointer in the corner by Barkley. Barkley is no good. And that'll be the end of the third. 50-23 Dover. Let's take a break and come right back. It's the Skelter Conference Basketball Tournament on Squirtle.tv.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Alva State.
Tom Nelson, Matt Adair, Tyler Kerr, Aaron Kerr, and a cast of 10s bringing you all this action from the Skelter Conference Basketball Tournament. One more game coming your way after that. We'll take a second here and to quickly set the scene. We go to the boys' side of the bracket. It's #1 seed Drummond against the #5 seed Dover. Dover upset the 4 seed Garber 37-35 yesterday. Drummond no trouble with Cimarron, 89-22 the final score in that ball game.
Excited to see that game, too. I have not gotten to see the Dover boys in action this season, but I did see the Drummond boys, and I know that they can bring the dynamite. That is an explosive team.
Yep. No doubt about it.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901.
Like effort. Nothing real flashy tonight.
Now, in fact, slowed things down in the third quarter. They scored 21 points in the second quarter, just 10 in the third quarter, but they have held Pond Creek to 5 and 7 respectively in quarters 2 and 3.
There's Riley Buck. She's in double figures with 11. Makes it 52-23. Concrete Hunter, most points they've given up all season was 55 last week to Dover. Three-pointer right side. That'll miss from Hallie Jones. Caitlin Harvison, right baseline, will dribble out to the wing. Right side to Riley Buck. Yeah, that Pond Creek Hunter bench is still chanting D up when you're down by 30. That's not bad at all.
Nothing like good attitudes on the players coming out. Win by a bunch, lose by a bunch, have a tight game. You like to see them stay in it.
Gamez missed the shot. Hallie Jones with the rebound. Out high left to Emily Davis. Double team to get out high to Kelby Briscoe. Emily Davis has had 4 fouls for a long time. 3 in the corner for Bartley. No good.
She picked up foul number 4 about midway through or just after midway of the first quarter. So very disciplined basketball for her from here on out.
Caitlin Harvison wants to break down the defender. Bounce pass into the corner to Riley Buck. And right now, Dover, they're just working on things. You know, they're just working on the offense. And now free throws are coming in. Ooh, Carly Harveston might have stepped wrong on her ankle. She's okay.
Some quick one-footed work there. I would have been in the floor.
Yeah. So Harvested 0 for 2 at the line tonight with 11 points. Subs into the game, Hadley Bryan back in for Dover. And then Ruby Ayers, a junior for Pond Creek Hunter, into the contest. Kylie Bell back in for Dover. And Fatima.
Dover has 6 on the floor right now.
No, they do. Somebody's got to come off.
Miscommunication.
It will be Caitlin Harveston coming off. We have probably seen the end of her tonight. Now Carly will come out. Fatima Boit. Boite. I hope I'm butchering it. I just hope I'm butchering it right.
Well, that will mark all of the Dover players with minutes tonight in the ball game against Pond Creek.
I'm going to say Aboite. I'm going to say the E is not silent. Aboite. Banker off the window, almost went. No good. Ball out of bounds. We'll go back to Dover.
Pond Creek still looking for points. Number 1 and 2 here in the fourth quarter.
Almost 3 minutes in. Riley Buck got high to Kylie Bell and right side to Hadley Bryan. Well, pretty sure that we can say this now. Dover will be looking for their first championship since 2003. Tomorrow night.
20 years since the trophy's been taken back to Dover High School.
20 plus. 21, yeah. They won that thing at Mark Price Arena, which is next door, connected to this building by a walkway. And what used to be Mark Price Arena is now a really nice banquet hall. If you have not been in there and you remember going into Mark Price Arena, the only thing recognizable is the stage is still there. But I've seen the stands are still there behind the walls. And you can go up. There's a place upstairs in the building. As nice move by Belle Miller. She has 6. There's a place you can poke your head in and you can see behind the walls the upper deck.
Oh, that's
with the chairs.
That's a pretty interesting, pretty remarkable architecture for the building. Got the original stands in there, just now walled up.
Yeah, they're walled off. They walled off the stands. That place, that could be a pit. And I remember if you're in the upper deck of that place, if you're sitting higher than the second row of the upper deck, you can't see the near side of the floor. It had that cantilevered upper deck that just hung straight over the lower deck. So it was hard to see. Great view if you're on the front row, but second or third row back, you're not seeing everything. Like the old Boston Garden, as a matter of fact, back in the day. 3 in the corner by Gamez. She made a couple three-pointers back in the first quarter to get us underway. There is a pro basketball team that plays their home games here. You can see it. You can see the Enid Outlaws logo down there on the baseline on each side. They play in the basketball league, and they won the championship in their first year. Had one of the best teams probably in league history. They were loaded. One of the players from that team was Lindy Waters, who now plays for the Thunder. He came in, played, and then got invited to a summer camp with the Thunder during that year. Ended up playing for the G League team for almost a year and then was playing with the big team by the end of that next year. So he played in Enid one summer and was playing for the Thunder within about 6 months later.
Man, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Love to see it when they work their way back through and into the big time. It's not very often stories like that come out, especially for the NBA.
Yeah. Pretty cool to see Lindy and know that he was playing here. Belle Miller at the free throw line makes her first. She'll get a second one coming. She has now 7 points.
Scored the last 4 of Pond Creek's points by herself.
Now here we are. Here's a storyline to follow here in the final 2:57. Pond Creek Hunter gave up 55 points to Dover last week, the most points they've given up this year. Now we're with under 3 minutes to play, and Dover's sitting on 53. Hey, we're looking for anything right now to grab onto and to make compelling, to make this last 3 minutes compelling.
I was going to say, I think that is a fantastic radio find right there. Is the type of goal that good prep will come up with.
There you go. So Dover, almost a steal in the backcourt, save it. Nope, there's a turnover. Back the other way we go. Mason Thomas holds up and off to Hallie Jones, 17-footer, and she'll be fouled. And Hallie Jones will go to the free throw line.
Been impressed with the freshman Hallie Jones as well. She's got some significant minutes in here tonight and not afraid to pull the trigger. Looks like she's a pretty good shooter, and she's confident.
Knocked down a three-pointer back in the third quarter and makes a free throw. And 1 for 2, and the rebound cleared by Hadley Bryan. So 53-28. All right, with 2 minutes and change left, will Dover score one more time? If you want, are totally made up, looking for anything to hang our hat on here in the final 2 minutes, is that Pond Creek Hunter has not given up more than 55 points in a game, and that was to Dover last week. So it's 53 right now. It's been 53 for a while.
And 53 since the 7:37 mark.
To the basket. Oh, the couple of misses right there. Kylie Bell had a chance to get it to 55. Three-pointer left side. Ruby Ayers, money. (53-31). Aaron Kerr was calling that one, and that was before it went down. He knew it. He knew it was wet. You could tell it was wet. Looking at the monitor on the camera. You know what? I think that Pond Creek Hunter is going to get out of here without giving up 55 points. And about that time, that happens. Ashley Gamez, but to be honest with you, though, it's only 55. I mean, it's the same thing they gave up last week. I think the storyline coming out of this one will be that Pond Creek Hunter gave up 55 points to Dover twice in a week. Violet Cargo, a freshman, checks in for the Lady Panthers. So Dover will take on Garber tomorrow night. Looks like 55-31 will be our final, as Ashley Gamez will dribble it out. And the Lady Longhorns will go to 18-0. They'll play for the championship tomorrow. Pond Creek Hunter will fall to 10-6. As the horn sounds, congratulations, Dover. Looking to win the Skelter Conference Tournament for the first time since 2003 tomorrow night. And that is set for a 5 o'clock start for the title game. We'll take a break and be right back and wrap this one up. One more game coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching it on Squirtle.tv.
State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma,
provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
It all starts with it.
55-31 your final score as the top-seeded Dover Lady Longhorns knock off Pond Creek Hunter and move on to the championship game. And really, anyway, 3 lead changes early on, and Pond Creek Hunter, last time they led was 5-4, but then 19-11 Dover after 1, 40-16 at the half, 50-23 after 3, and 55-31 your final. Pond Creek Hunter scoring looks like this, led by Belle Miller, who had 8. Mason Thomas and Brinkley Bartley with 5. Hallie Jones with 4. Ruby Ayers and Abby Miller with 3. Also Emily Davis with 3 points as well. For Dover, balanced scoring, 4 in double figures. Ashley Gamez and Caitlin Harveston with 13 apiece. Carly Harveston with 12. Riley Buck with 11. And then Madison Goodwin and Kylie Bell with 2 points apiece. Dover moves on. Pond Creek Hunter will play for 3rd place tomorrow at 2:20. We'll take a break. One more game. Boys, semifinal action. Drummond and Dover. When we come back, you're watching it on Squirtle.tv.